Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we're going to take a look at both sneak peek and designer's commentary for the new Ash Waste stuff coming to Necromunda. As covered in our Sunday preview, this is all going up for pre-order on Saturday coming, so I don't know how much more we're going to get for this, but we've got two articles that we're going to run through, and hopefully we're going to find out a little more of what's hiding out in the desolate wastelands of Necromunda. So our first article, Live the Ash Waste Nomad Lifestyle with Tribes of the Wasteland. While wealthy explorers delve into Hive Secundus in search for loot, the tribes of the Ash Wastes aggressively defend their domains from the convoys tearing through the dunes. These unknowable denizens, the open wastes, are a mysterious and ever-present thorn in the side of Hive dwellers travelling across Necromunda. And now a new expansion book shines a light on their lives and history in Tribes of the Wasteland. So they're calling it an expansion book, not a... What were the other ones called? Were they gang books? I mean, this is just their gang book though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. So the book opens with a wealth of new lore. I think we expected that because they're they're a whole new faction within the last couple of years. But we don't have much about them. So we're getting a wealth of new lore presented as extracts from 3 of the great works ever compiled about the Ash Waste Nomads. On the subject of the Nomad, Apocrypha Necromundus Addendum 9, and Tales Around the Gunk Tank. These cover a broad range of topics from the first appearances of nomads on Necromunda, their strange technology resembling Dark Age weaponry, and the menagerie of local fauna used in battle. So they're taking the 40k codexes are written as if it's an inquisitor or some scribe in the Imperium talking about Imperium factions and also the Xenos factions. I think this is quite a nice way that this is a collection of stuff that the Hive residents understand about the Ash Waste Nomads. They don't actually understand anything. I quite like that. That's a cool continuation in how they write the lore for these books. And these are the base models. These came out originally with the little cricket walker dudes and the original sort of standard gangers for the Ash Waste, but they are just cool models. They're so different to everything else in Necromunda. It also contains a comprehensive history of nomad activity on the planet, starting with early rumours in the 31st millennium, running right up to recent rebellions of the Arananthian succession. Updated rules for using Ash Waste gangs adds profiles for new miniatures such as the Shadar Hunters and Athromite Spineworms, as well as a new trading post exclusively for nomad use. They also get their own crop of hangers-on and hired guns, as the regular roads gallery don't want anything to do with them. Understandably so. That picture is just awesome. I love it. You could use that in most sci-fi fantasies and it would be epic. But yeah, that's such a cool picture. Players creating a nomad gang can now choose for them to hail from one of 4 particular tribes, each of whom receives a distinct group of 6 warrior spirits echoing important elements in the area they inhabit. At the start of each battle round, a random assortment of these spirits will be chosen, which leaders and champions can then invoke and gain powerful abilities, such as the sump spirit Chahao, worshipped by the Oil Run Stalkers, who lets its devotees move through impassable terrain. Interesting. So the Barku warrior spirits, and this is on a d6, so there's going to be 5 other options to this set as well, but option 1, or if you roll a 1, the fighter channels the sump spirit of Necromunda and its ability to steep into every location. For the duration of this activation, this fighter may pass through impassable terrain, though it may not end its activation with its base overlapping impassable terrain. A little bit of extra movement freedom there, that's quite nice. 2 new scenarios designed specifically for Ash Waste Nomad gangs reflect 2 common situations: a daring raid on a passing convoy, and a hunt for vicious native fauna. Okay. The Dune Scuttler Hunt in particular is a perilous endeavour where 2 gangs battle for the killing blow on a monstrous foe, all while avoiding the snapping jaws of the creature tunneling just below the surface. That sounds like fun. So Athromite Warrens, the battlefield surface is located upon a twisting warren, home of a wild Dune Scuttler. After each model's activation, roll a d6. On a result of 1, they change their status to prone and pinned if a fighter or must make a loss of control vehicle test. So something's underneath the ground and it's going to get you. And on a 1, it's got you. Tribes of the Wasteland will be coming out later this year, so keep an eye on WarCom for more information. Come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about the design team anyway. This terminology, coming out later this year, in this instance, actually, it takes the edge off them constantly saying it. New releases, books, whatever will be out later this year, because we know when this is out. This is out in about 3 weeks' time. So yes, that's later this year, but still, why don't they say it's going for pre-order at the weekend, so it'll be out soon? I don't understand WarCom terminology. I don't know why every article seemingly has to end with, and it's coming out later this year. They're being so vague with everything at the minute, timescale wise. Kind of annoying, but we know when this is coming out. And this does sound like it. I just love that artwork. Yeah. The thing that I will say that they haven't touched on in here, this gang book is for exclusive use in the Ash Wastes, I believe. I'm 99% certain that you cannot use these guys as a gang in a typical Necromunda Hive Primus campaign, and I'd be very surprised if they were in Hive Secundus. Obviously you can twist things, rewrite rules, talk to the Games Master. I'm sure you can work something out if you want to, but the Games Workshop stance, I believe, is that these can only be used in the Ash Wastes, because that's where they live. They don't want to set foot in a hive. Neither do I, to be honest. But yeah, I'll preface that before we go into the rest, or you're sold on hoping to use these. It's always down to the Games Master, but they aren't made for internal use. Put it that way. Right, how about we jump over the designer's commentary and see how these beautiful models were designed. So, Tribes of the Wasteland. Notes from the designers. Outside Necromunda's great hive cities, the Ash Waste Nomads have had it up to here. They're sick and tired of all you punks tearing up their nicely manicured front dunes with sick drifts and donuts, and now they're mad. Here's Road Captain Owen from the studio's toughest and only Necromunda gang to explain more. Okay, who wrote that? Because that's awful. That is so just cringe-inducing. I died 3 times reading that. But we have Owen, who is apparently the only Necromunda. There's only one Necromunda gang. Is that only one person? I don't understand. But still, this is Owen. Hi Owen, congratulations on making cool models, I guess. So in Tribes of the Wasteland, we delve into the history and society of the deadly Ash Waste Nomads. As an enigmatic terror of the Outlands, just who or what is under those masks? We wanted to present a variety of theories of their origins, yet keep their true nature a mystery, so that implies that they know what they are, which I don't think the studio do. I think they've just made it up as they go along, and nobody actually knows what or who or where the Nomads are from. To this end, the background is presented as a collection of excerpts from 3 most significant books written by Necromundans about these Outland marauders on the subject of the Nomad, Apocrypha Necromundus Addendum 9, and Tales Around the Gunk Tank. I quite like that the art feels like it's stolen pictures and things. Looks like someone's hiding there and just taking images, vid shots, whatever, with a servo skull of these elusive nomads. It's cool. I just like these guys. Each of these was written centuries apart by different authors, but they all explore the many theories as to the origin and nature of the Ash Waste Nomads, often conflicting wildly with each other. One idea states that they are ancient outcasts from the Hive cities, or the remnant of the true people of Arrhenius Prime, before the planet was subjugated by the Imperium and had its name changed to Necromunda. More outlandish theories claim they are insects in human skin, and even a massive hoax. Hivers in masks spreading fear and discord. Okay, so wildly different. The excerpts collect scores of anecdotes from across the world, painting a picture of a people that probably make up a significant percentage of the planet's population, and hinting at their culture and society via the myths of their great spirits or their strange affinity to Necromunda's insectoid creatures. The rules. As with the previous House of books, Tribes of the Wasteland introduces a host of new fighters and rules for Ash Waste Nomad players. Some, like the Shadar Hunters and their Spineworm pets, give you raiding parties a new dimension, excelling in stealth and close quarters combat combined with expanded weapon lists and their own nomad trading post. The Ash Waste Nomads gang is now well-rounded with plenty of options to tailor your gang to ranged combat or melee mayhem. They're just so different. That's the thing about them, I think. The book also includes 2 new Nomad hired guns, the Nomad Outcast and the Nomad Harrier. These take the place of bounty hunters and hive scum in more traditional gangs, granting your gang some disposable firepower while also offering exciting modelling opportunities. Not to be outdone by other gangs, Tribes of the Wastelands provides the Ash Waste Nomads with their own skills, gang tactics and scenarios, as well as their own unique set of special rules, Warrior Spirit. These allow players to customize their leaders and champions by aligning them with the great spirits of the Ash Waste Nomads, of which there are 25. Okay, that's a lot. The miniatures. We wanted to build on the aesthetics that had already been established. This can be seen across the range, but is most prominent in 2 of the new kits, the Shadar Hunters and the Heshwig Helamites. So the Shadar Hunters expand on the relationship between nomad fighters and their insect companions, while previous models had included elements clearly taken from the Dustback Helamites. The Shadar Hunters took this step further, pushing it to a symbiotic level of mimicking the insectoid appearance of their companion, which explains the bone, sort of tusk, knives and weapons, the extra bits of carapace on their armour, horns and things as well. Yeah, nice. I love these models. I think these models are fantastic. I don't think there's a bad one of them. This is the specialists. The fact that they're also stealthy is really cool. Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. So the Ashwig Helamites were especially exciting, and great attention was paid to extend the design language of the Dustback Helamite, Dune Scuttler and Spineworms to make them feel like they're part of the same family of giant wasteland insects. We were even able to include some interesting additions to the kit, including a lure for directing your monstrous flying insects to their prey, and some components to upgrade one of your nomad fighters into an Ashwing handler. The full range of Ash Waste Nomads, including new fighters, weapons, dice, tactics cards, blah blah blah, going up for pre-order on Saturday. Ashwig Helamites, that's the resin one, isn't it? Or have they just completely teased something new that we haven't seen yet? I'd like to have had some sort of commentary on the original models that came out a couple of years ago. Maybe we had that previously. Right, we're gonna see if we can find out what an Ashwing Helamite is. So the Dustback is the riders, we've seen those before. Is an Ashwing no, there's surely not. No, that's a macro grapple hawk. I'll throw this picture in because it's amazing. Maybe it is new. So they have absolutely just teased something new. That's the Dune Scuttler. That's cool. Why, like, even the resin stuff is really cool. Yeah, okay. I love that Terrorhawk thing. Right, okay, so they have absolutely... Owen has dropped the ball or is the perfect person to be teasing this stuff. So an Ashwing Helamite doesn't exist from what I can see. There's more coming. So the Ashwing Helamites, Ashwing makes them sound like they fly. They're a great addition, and attention was paid to extend the design language for the Dustback Helamites, which we've seen, the Dune Scuttler, which we've seen, and the Spineworms, which we've seen and will go up for pre-order soon. So is this going to be an even bigger Helamite or a flying Helamite? Is this like a new vehicle type? But they fly now?
They fly now? They fly now!
Oh my god, I want to know. Tell me everything. Surely we'll find out when the book comes out. There'll be pictures in the book, right? Chat, let me know what you think an Ashwing Helamite is and how cool it's going to be. And yeah, let me know what you think of these guys. I honestly thought there'd be more in that designer's commentary, but they are not giving much away, other than something new is coming. I really like these models. Can you tell? I wasn't going to be picking up the book straight away, but I might have to pick up the book. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I've got a few other things I'm working on as well, and these... At the minute, Necromunda is taking a backseat, but I feel like I need to know more. I need to know where they've come from. I need to know the lore. I want to know about their gods. I'm completely sold on these guys now. The only downside is you can't use them in a true Necromunda campaign. But they are such nice models, and outside of Necromunda, I have plans for them. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.